Hello, my name is Rebecca Simoneau, and this is my video presentation for the Stressing Me Out project. I would define stress as the physical and emotional response that someone or something has when they don't know how to appropriately cope with challenges. Stress has physical symptoms starting in the brain. Glands in the brain release hormones into the body to raise sugar levels in the blood. This is a good thing in theory if the person really is under attack or threat because it prepares the body to be able to respond to that threat. If stress is ongoing, though, it can have dire effects on the body and the person's health. The hormones continue to be released in the body, which can lead to fatigue and depression after long exposure. It can also weaken the immune system, causing a variety of problems such as colds and other illnesses, and can also weaken our ability to fight off infection. It can also be a contributor to heart disease by causing the heart to pump more blood, and the hormones that are released can cause plaque to build up in the arteries, causing lowering of blood flow to the heart. This can cause high blood pressure that weakens the heart and could potentially cause a heart attack or even death. For these reasons, it is important to know how to handle stress and our emotional response to it. Studies have been shown that people who talk about their stressors are less likely to get sick than those who are overly angry or defensive about those stresses, or those who try to ignore it. When we ignore it, the problems don't go away, nor are they resolved by going on the defense or getting angry. Getting angry causes stress to be prolonged in our bodies, potentially causing illness. Talking to someone about what is causing your stress or writing it down gives the other person and yourself a clear sense of what is happening and gives you a sense of control over the situation. The other person may also have solutions to the problems. Another important way to handle stress is to think positively. I would define optimism as believing good in every situation or person, or believing that there will be a good outcome. Optimism is important because it relieves stress by believing things will work out in your favor. Another way to think positively is the concept of self-efficacy. This is the idea that you have all the resources that you need and know the steps in order to take control of your life and have positive outcomes. Self-efficacy also gives the person a sense of control, that they will be able to take the steps in order to conquer their problem by completing a series of steps. This again leads to less stress and happier lives. People who are optimistic or use self-efficacy can be classified as hardy people. Hardiness is the ability in which people are able to deal more effectively with stress and be less affected by their problems. In my job, I have my fair share of stressors. I work as a customer service rep at a nationally known health insurance company. I am the front line of our company as we deal directly with our members, answering their questions or troubleshooting their issues. Some calls are easy, where they just want to update their primary care physician or their address, but some calls are difficult because you have to give the member information that they don't want to hear. Whether it be something that is not covered or they have a high dollar responsibility because of a high deductible or something even more complicated, it can be stressful dependent on the reaction of the member. If they are upset, that is one thing that can be hard, but it's even worse when you get someone who is verbally abusive, whether it be by swearing at you or personally attacking you. There have been times when I have handled the stress positively and other times where it was more negative. When it has been positive is when I realize that they're not yelling at me, but they're yelling at the company. I try to be empathetic with their situation. It's usually easier to remain positive when I'm more well-rested and not dealing with other issues. I think positive thinking also helps because I know that there's a resolution to their issue and that it will be resolved. Other times, if I'm more tired or have been dealing with stress from other customers or other issues in my life, I might find it harder to be empathetic and find myself losing patience with people. And while I try to remain professional, I may come across as more cold. One thing I do to de-stress after a particularly bad call is that I may take a short break and try to recollect myself, take a deep breath, pet my dog who's sitting next to me, or say a quick prayer. This helps me to be able to deal going forward. I find these to be helpful solutions to de-stress, not only for myself, but for others. Thank you for watching my presentation. Thank you.